The place that I go to, it's about an hour away from my house. And they're closed and I have to reschedule. I don't want to cry anymore. I'm tired of hurting. But this has affected so much of my mental health. And I don't want to be weak and cry about it, but sometimes I hold everything and this happens, and I don't have anyone to really talk about it because I feel like I talk about it so much. I talk about it so much to the point where I feel like I'm repeating myself. So I'm just frustrated because the office is closed because of mourning for Jimmy Carter, which we mourn for him, but I just wish I had an email or something, because I just show up to basically another closed door temporarily again, and I'm having to reschedule and figure out how I'm gonna do another half month without the security of my life right now, and then we're gonna get a snowstorm, so it's just like, when can I catch a break? And so for any of you who have friends or family or even coworkers who have DACA or under DACA, please check in on them, because sometimes it can be really hard and we tend to internalize a lot of our feelings. And be very supportive towards them, because they always have to do above and beyond. And we're grateful, but we always have to go above and beyond. And we're never enough for one place or another, so it feels very lonely. But yeah.
There's a message to Donald Trump. Hey Trump, you see all these folks behind me, all hard-working Mexican Americans? I know we all look alike to you, but these folks were born and raised here and working hard to make our economy grow. And the migrants that sometimes come alongside and work with these folks, whether it's this industry or the meat packing or any other, they're here because they know how to work. You've never worked a day in your life, and you don't know what it takes to build this country. So you can take your work site raids that you and Tom Homan want to do and go shove them up your ass. Because at the end of the day, our economy is driven by people like this, and by migrants, and by so many others that simply want to come out here and come into this country and do well for themselves and their families.
60% of Latinos voted for Trump in this election. And to think that my vote was going towards protecting my people. The fact that I was absolutely horrified at the thought of Trump becoming president because of the effects that it will have on our people. I voted for those Latinos that don't have a voice in this country. For the Latinos that are the backbone of this country and don't receive shit. I voted for the Latinos that have been nothing but good people in this country, paying taxes and have no criminal records. Only to find out that it's our own people turning against us. I am truly disgusted.
I don't know how any of you guys are going and going and going. I know you gotta be at the same level of mental health as me. Every day it's something new. Between the fucking news and the fucking stupid Biden and stupid Trump. And this country's fucked. Every day we're spending more and more money. None of us are getting ahead. The rich people are the ones that are fucking getting ahead. I'm tired of struggling. I've done everything I can. I'm trying to be a good man. I take care of my daughter. I take care of my wife. The best I can. I can't keep going. Every day it's something new. Then on top of that, as if you're not trying to spend money, you have to. Fucking everything's expensive. I own a painting company, I still can't fucking make it. I'm fucking trying, man.
It's the people that have to learn lessons the hard way that is ruining it for the rest of us. Because the rest of us already got it. We see where this is going. We don't need to head down that road to see if it's good. And some of y'all are not getting it. It's not clicking. It's not clicking. But you know why? It's because people are out of touch with reality. They get a little bit of come up and they think they're better than the next person. They do not think it could happen to them. And they're about to be completely humbled. And it's so unfortunate the rest of us have to be dragged down with this. Like, in those red states, how the fuck is he relatable? You guys are making butt fuck $7 an hour. I just don't understand. And I really don't want an explanation, so do not come in my comments. But I'm just very disappointed. I'm so disappointed. And it's laughable. We're laughable to the whole world. How people are going to learn lessons that need to be learned, whether it's through abortion, immigration, job loss, something. And knock on wood and say your prayers that it does not come to your house, especially if you had no parts in it. Yeah. I'm so sorry, girl. I'm so sorry.
For my husband, I'm like, are you sure you want to vote Republican? And he's saying he's going to deport criminals. You're not a criminal. Every time we go to ICE, they tell you, Mr. Juarez, your wife is no criminal. He voted for him, and now he's deporting his wife. And now they deported me, they kicking me out, and they breaking my family apart. Before you enlist in the military, think it twice. Before you marry an immigrant, think it twice. Think it if it's really worth for you to sell this country.
Don't support reparations. Why not?
Not everybody suffered equally. I mean, when you go into slavery, it's much more complex than white people were the oppressors and black people were the victims. If you dissect it, you will find there were about 3,700 free blacks who owned 12,000 slaves, black slaves. The question is, do the descendants of those free blacks who owned black slaves, do they pay? Blacks really benefited more the first 100 years after slavery we have in the last 50 years. I was born in 1937 during the Depression. Everyone in my small, low-income black community, 98% of the households had a man and a woman raising children. Elderly people could walk safely in that community without fear of being assaulted by their grandchildren. Never heard a gunfire during that time. Never heard of a child being shot to death in the crib. But there are 50 children today who have been shot and killed in our cities. If you're talking about remedies, we've got to look beyond saying that every solution has to have a winner and a loser, that blacks can only benefit if whites lose. We have to be defined more than just victims of oppression. When whites were at their worst, blacks were at their best. When we were denied access to hotels, we built our own. We have to communicate to our people the history of how they achieved in the face of oppression. But if we continue to sit back and say all of the challenges that we face in out of wedlock births of violence, that somehow the control of that is in the hands of white America, and therefore until white people change, there's nothing that we can do. This sets up a terrible situation for this nation. The big crisis facing America is not racial. It is a moral and spiritual freefall that is consuming our children. The highest death rate among black families is homicide. among Silicon Valley, the highest level of suicide, 6 times the national average. In Appalachia, they're prescription drugs. And so if we are to address this crisis that is causing our children to lack a sense of personal responsibility or value for their own life, they will take their own life or take someone else's.